Hello, everyone. Welcome to Southern Sisters. Now, I know that I am here all by myself this morning, but that's okay. I did only give my other sister about 30 minutes notice because this was a little late, but that's okay. Good morning, Carrie. I hope that your migraine goes away very soon. And hello, my queen, Leslie of the Corn. Thank you so much for being here today. So a little funny this morning that happened to me. Um, my husband's birthday is today, and I had woke up to wish him a very happy birthday. But I am thinking that hello, Sarah Moo. Thank you so much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. And Miss Rita, my little sister, how are you? By the way, happy anniversary to you and your hubby. I hope it's a great day for the two of you because the day did not start out good for my husband. He is a day older today. And I think the realization that he is a day older today made him a little cranky because at every turn, me trying to help him get out the door, he snapped. I mean, I didn't have his favorite shirt, although, as I was telling a few friends earlier this morning, that I bought him 12 in a package. So, how can you have a favorite out of 12 when they're all exactly the same color, all the exactly same size, same everything? However, someone did tell me that, over time that it's possible one just wears a little bit differently and makes it a little bit more comfortable. I told her to hush. I didn't have the right bread to make his sandwich. I didn't have the right snack for him. Now, guys, my husband only eats two sweets, Oreos and the little Debbie Oreo moon pie thingy. So evidently there's another sweet out there that he likes, and I have no idea what it is. Let's see what else was wrong. I don't know, just quite a few things. So finally I had to tell him goodbye. Now, did I wish him a happy birthday? No, I didn't. And that was probably a little mean of me, but I did. I did. Good morning, Miss Froggy. How are you today? Um, yes, everyone in the chat. Just keep right on the chat, and while I tell my little story. I did, however, send out a blanket text to all the kids, his and mine. Don't forget, it's Wayne's birthday. I had a couple that said, "Oh my goodness, you're right." So, how is everyone doing today? It's hump day, so everyone should be looking for the downhill slide for the rest of the week, going into the weekend. Now, I know that normally people like to say it's Wednesday, so what are you working on? I know somebody's working on a really big bat. She showed me the wingspan this morning. Folks, the wings on that bat, let me go. Yes, it's very, very wide. I told her, I said, I hope you have a lot of wire, which she does evidently. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Yep, she's working on her bat this morning. I am working on a Christmas tree gnome. I've only got him stuffed about right here. But he's supposed to be green all the way down, including his little body. And then I'm going to go back and put some little scallops here to give it the little leaf effect. And then it's supposed to have some little jewels, to represent different, I guess, ornaments and some little bells. And it's supposed to have another bell that you're supposed to be able to, bend him over. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to stuff a wire in here. It didn't call for it, but I'm thinking that's the only way I'm going to get it to bend like it showed it to. So anyway, that's what I'm working on at the moment. Good morning, little Miss Melissa. How are you? Thank you for joining me this morning. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Rita is sewing. Now she's taking a break, changing a little. Oh, she's going to be working on a shawl. That's awesome. So are you all getting ready for Christmas items? What kind of things are y'all? Am I back? I hope I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. Something happened with the internet. Um, I will tell you that. Are we back? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's been misting all morning here, and the temperature is 38 degrees. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe their dish or whatever it is they use here for internet, maybe it got a little frozen or something. But anyhow, I see where I lost a few, but that's okay. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that y'all hung in there for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But anyway, what are you working on for Christmas? I know some of you are probably just trying to get through to Halloween, aren't you? Like I said, I'm working on this little Christmas tree gnome. I have 18 of them to make. I was going to do a reindeer gnome, but guys, that thing is like this big. Let me show you. I just about got him finished. But look how big that guy is. Can you imagine me making 18 of him? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There's no way I'm making 18 of this big guy. Not finished with him. I need to put the eyes on and need to put his antlers and his ears. But yeah, I had to put him aside for just a few minutes because I was waiting for my eyes to get here, which just showed up yesterday. So I'll be getting him there. Leslie, well, thank you for the rope and thank you for letting Sarah pull me back in. I really do appreciate it. Rita says it's cold here. It's 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, we're supposed to get up to 47. I just don't know that if we're going to make it or not. So, anyway, so give me some Christmas ideas, folks. What you working on? I'm going to have a little sip of coffee here real quick. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. So, while you're thinking of ideas to give me for Christmas, I wanted to share with you. You noticed that we had a Halloween pumpkin-y theme going on this morning. So, I thought I would share with you some of our Texas Halloween traditions. Now, you can't have Halloween, oh, froggy, 37 degrees or 3 Celsius. Woo! I'm just a little bit warmer than you are, not by much. So in Texas, I don't care what kind of gathering you always have to have a hayride. Always, always, always. And it's very prominent in small towns where I live to I mean, there's really it doesn't even have to have a holiday in order for you to grab somebody's big old trailer, flatbed, throw some bales of hay on top of it, throw some kids on top, and I mean, you've almost got a parade just with the truck, the flatbed, and a whole bunch of kids on the back of that trailer in the hay. So normally, what we do in our little town is we start out with trunk or treat at many of the churches. So we'll have 2 or 3 flatbeds loaded up with the hay, and the kids will hop on top, and we take them around to certain areas of town that we know there's going to be people, and they've already contacted City Hall to say, yes, we will be doing trick-or-treaters, so please bring them by our house. We always have to take them to the nursing home. Of course, they're our first stop because, the residents there, they like to eat and get to bed early. So we'll take them by there, and they just love watching the little kids in their outfits and stuff. So they get a big kick out of that. And then we'll go through town, and then we'll end up at the closest church. So the kids hop out doing their trunk or treats, um, some people decorate up the back end of their cars like a haunted house or a pumpkin theme, jack-o'-lanterns, just all sorts of stuff like that. We do have one church that loves to dress up as Bible characters. So the kids they really enjoy that, especially folks that really go all out to dress like the Bible character that they're representing. And then we always end up at the small community center that we have for hot chocolate, cookies, that kind of thing. And it gives parents the opportunity to have the candy check just to make sure that there's nothing, funky. Because even in small towns, folks, we are not always guaranteed that something might slip through, and we definitely do not want to have anything like that happen. So now at my house, personally, we always have to have a scarecrow leading the kids up to the porch, and then my husband loves to string the spider web stuff. And the last 2 years, we've gotten a big black bucket and put some what is that ice that you put in and it makes all the smoke? Dry ice. And then we'll put a grate down and put the bowl that actually has the candy in it for the kids to come up. And I have my witch's costume that I always wore at school for Halloween. And so we get to have a lot of fun, like that. So that's what we do for Halloween in Texas. Let's see. Leslie says she's working on baubles and shit. Oh, she is testing my hat that I have designed, and I sent it to her to test the pattern to make sure that I didn't forget something to stitch or wrote it wrong. And I'll be putting that up on my YouTube channel here not too long. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, Christmas bubbles, Rita? What's a Christmas bubble? Are you talking about like ball ornaments? Yeah, that's my pattern, like I said. Let me see if I can pull it over here. So this is what it looks like. The crown Let me see if I can get it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There it is. There are the, oh, I'm not working this just right. There it goes. The crown is shells, and then the sides are the baubles. And then I just finished it out with a simple little brim of single crochets. Now, my baubles are not the traditional baubles. A lot of folks will use the triple crochet for their baubles. I use what's called a double extended double crochet. So, yeah. So it's just something that I was trying. I love this yarn. This is Red Heart's ombre, and I had started it out down at the bottom, but I'm a little bit of a control freak. As you'll see right up here, before I got finished with the shells, see that little break right there? Ah, there it is. I almost ripped that out. There she is. Almost ripped that out because the color changed before I wanted it to. But since this was just a sample hat I was working on as I was writing down my pattern, I wasn't too concerned about it. But as soon as Leslie gets finished checking out my hat pattern for me, and if it's all ready to go, I will get my video put up, and I'll have a link for the pattern for you to get it. It'll be a free pattern. I'm not necessarily into wanting to make money off my patterns. I just think that, I mean, this is me personally, folks. Those that spend a lot of time on their patterns, I mean, you know, that's their livelihood. Well, this is not my livelihood, but yes, Leslie, people are already asking. So come on, girl, whip that thing out. Uh, I do this for my own enjoyment. And if I can make something that someone else would like to have, then, you know, I'm more than happy to share. But there are folks that have such gorgeous, gorgeous items, shawls and hats and mittens and cardigans, just anything you can think of. Good morning, Miss Tiffany. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You know, they spend an awful lot of time, especially when they're doing such beautiful, intricate stitches. And I'm like the rest of you, I am more than happy to pay for those patterns. But mine are just simple designs. And so if anybody likes them, I'm more than happy to share, you know, the pattern. But anyway, that's what she's working on for me. And as soon as it gets done, I have a couple of more hats that I've already pulled out because, I mean, it is that time of year. And even though we don't necessarily wear hats a lot in Texas, or at least from where I'm out in West Texas, because folks, we just don't. I mean, it's just like working with wool. Out where I live, it's not worth the time and the money to work with the wool yarns because it doesn't get cold enough for us there. And when we do wear our hats and our scarves like that, it may end up being 2-3 weeks throughout the whole season of winter that we might need something that warm. So, but I still love making hats. I have a daughter and a stepson that live up in the northern parts of the United States. One's in Massachusetts and one's in DC. So they're always looking for hats and scarves and mittens and cardigans, that kind of thing. So I do love designing and making for them especially. So let's see. Sarah's telling Leslie, hurry it up, girlfriend. So how are you doing today, Miss Tiff? I'm so happy that you're here to see me today. And I do apologize. I gave my little sister Connie like no time at all. we had talked about. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're doing good today, and I'm very happy that you're happy to be here. Um, I only gave her 30 minutes notice, so I know that that was really not enough time, but I'm so happy to be here. Let's see. I'm hurrying, I'm hurrying. Very good. So, what are some of your Thanksgiving traditions? Not Thanksgiving, excuse me, Halloween traditions. Do you still have kids that come by your house? Sister Connie. Well, you know what? She may not be feeling good. She hasn't been feeling good the last couple of days. So, um, she may be trying to take a nap. So let's just wish her wish her well and hope that she's going to be back with us very, very soon. I don't want anyone to think that I'm calling her out. It's just that I have to be honest. I didn't give her but about 30 minutes notice that I was going to take this time slot for Carrie because she woke up with a migraine this morning. So didn't want y'all to miss seeing someone during this time slot. So I was happy to go ahead and come on. So what should we talk about? I've told you my um, Halloween tradition. Do any of you still have little ones that come by your house looking for candy? Hello, Miss Candy. Speaking of candy, how are you today? Thank you, Tiffany. I really do appreciate that. There'll be a video coming out on it really soon. I am here for the normal time slot, 11 to 12 Eastern. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know what? When we have trick or treaters start coming through our neighborhood, they'll test your house whether the light is on or not. But yes, you're right. Um, the what is it? Unspoken word is that if the light is on, um, yeah, then it's safe to knock on the door. Okay, well, thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you just lurking in the background. Yes, I love the sales afterwards too because that's whenever I get a lot of my decorations and things for the next year. I agree with you. And I bet though, Tiffany, you're talking about all the candy, right? The candy markdowns that they make at Halloween. Oh, I have to ask, has anybody seen the candy corn? I haven't seen any candy corn. Yep, Tiffany said that's what she's waiting for the candy markdown. You know, when I was growing up, candy corn was everywhere, especially at Halloween. Well, candy mine doesn't. My Walmart I mean, and I go in there about 2 or 3, 4 times a week. I've been looking up and down the candy aisles over with the Halloween candy, and I have not been able to find any candy corn. That's one reason why, Sarah, I wanted to send some candy corn to some of our friends over across the pond. But I haven't been able to find it. I've even been looking in the mixed candy bags to see if there's even just some little packages in there. I mean, I'm willing to buy the whole mixed candy if I have to just get out a little bit. Oh, you did see some at Target last month? Well, there's not a Target around where I'm at right now. So I even checked. There is a small Aldi's store here and a Piggly Wiggly. If any of y'all from the South remember Mr. Piggly Wiggly with the big old Porky Pig head on the store emblem, they don't have any. Now, I don't want the candy corn to eat it. Oh, Candy, bless you. I really do appreciate that. But no, I just wanted some to send across the pond to some friends like Miss Sarah Moo and Miss Rita, Daniel, Sam. Um, so, but you know what? I might hit you up on that a little later. I am still on the hunt for the candy corn, but well, hello, Crochet in Agreement. How are you? You got yours at Walmart too? Well, I tell you what, it very well could be that the Walmart here had the candy corn and I just didn't get there in time to snatch it up. So evidently it's a very popular candy because I just can't find it anywhere. And speaking of candy corn, I was watching someone's live yesterday. Whose was it? They had an amigurumi candy corn. And when she held it up beside her, it was about this big, really cute, had its little eyes and a little face, and had some dangly feet. It was just so very good. Thank you, Melissa. That will be great. Yes, send some to Sam with her winnings. Okay. Shh. Shh. Don't anybody let Sam know she's getting candy corn. Yes, I know. Well, hello, Miss C's Cottage. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Rita says no candy corn in Sweden or Norway. That's why I want to send you some, Rita. To me, if I remember correctly, doesn't the candy corn kind of like have a little bit of a buttery taste? I'm not real sure. It's been a very long time since I had it, but it always seemed like it had a little buttery taste to me. I hope I'm remembering correctly. Not real sure, but I think it did. Anyway, have y'all also seen the little pumpkins? They might come out a little bit closer to Thanksgiving, but the little candy pumpkins, I don't know if they even make those anymore. Sandra, hello. How are you, Sandra? SC? You don't like candy corn? Well, I don't eat much candy anymore anyway. I'm pre diabetic, so I have to really be careful with my sugar. But really? Nerd flavored candy corn. Oh my goodness. Oh, they do? Okay, Candy. I guess maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Is there a special place for the candy corn and the little pumpkins? Because I am not finding them. Melissa, do the nerd flavored candy corns taste a little buttery? I mean, I was just wondering. Oh, oh, you just gave me another idea for a hat. Thank you, Sandra. She said one year she made a candy corn inspired beanie. Use the three colors. Oh, that is so cool. Well, Candy, that's where I normally go. Is I go check out where all of the Halloween stuff is, but I haven't been able to find any of the candy. I mean, the traditional bags of all the mix, like Hershey Little Bites and the Kit Kats, I see a lot of, but not the little pumpkins or the candy corn. Hello, Swedish Yarny Hooker. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. We're talking Halloween candy right now. Anybody seen any other Halloween candies? The pumpkins and the candy corn is all I can think of. Are there any others out there? Like, are there any skeletons or Let's see. Leslie said, Sandra, I wanted to do that too for our granddaughters, but they give hubby and I such crap for all the corn puns we do as it is. Yes, with your little corn dogs, I'm sure. Uh, maybe that's what I saw it. Tiffany, maybe that's where I saw it. She made a candy corn squid. Llama Mama, Kayla. It was really cute. Yes, maybe that's where I saw it. Because I was thinking it was little dangly legs, but maybe it was the tentacles. Sandra C says, SC says, you can usually find the more expensive small bags of brought candy corn. Had to buy that once to send it to a friend in Australia. Well, I know that if I was back in Texas and could find me an HEB store, um, they would have the candy corn and the little pumpkins for sure. But since HEB is a Texas owned chain and there's not one up here in Ohio, I haven't been able to find any. Melissa says, should be in the seasonal section. No, they taste just like Nerds, but have the same texture as a candy corn. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you for reminding me about that, Suzanne. Kayla, Llama Mama, is in surgery today to have her pinky removed. Yes, I was so sorry to hear that that was the route that she was going to have to go, but we do need to keep her in our prayers. And if you were on with, let's see, yes, yesterday, Tuesday, with Carrie, the Arnie Elephant, while we were playing bingo, um, Pat Cray Harris stopped in or popped in. She's in the hospital. We need to remember her in our prayers. Um, she went in on Sunday to have some blood clots removed, and she's recovering right now. But that's a painful process, no matter how you look at it. So please remember to keep both of them in our prayers today. And I'm sure that there are many others that you know about that I may not know about, but for those of us that hear about that, believe in the power of prayer. And I know that many of you send good wishes and great vibes. So we do appreciate that for all our friends. Thank you, Melissa, for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. You have an awesome day as well. So, yes, Suzanne, prayers for everyone who needs it and good vibes as well. So, let's see. We've talked about Halloween candy. We've talked a little bit about, well, it is hump day, works in progress day. Some of you are working on hats. Anyone still working on Halloweeny things like some amigurumis or just anything? It doesn't even have to be crochet. Any of you working on parties for your kids at school? I really do miss those days when my kids and even my youngest grandson that lives with me at home, you know, all of the Halloween parties. And um, when I was teaching, we were handed out about the middle of October little pumpkins, construction paper. And that meant if you stuck it on the outside of your door, the elementary kids could come parading through your room to show off their little costumes. And if you wanted to, they would have their little bags so that we could drop some candy in on it. Well, my daughter teaches at the same school I taught at. So one year I said, they're going to have an awful lot of candy going through all these classrooms. And they're going to have a lot of candy after tonight when they go trick or treating. So I think I want to give something else. So I ordered like hundreds of Halloween pencils. And I tell you what, the teachers loved it. They were like, you know what? These kids are always looking for a pencil. And so when they would come through, we would give them a pencil in their little bag. And whatever grade of class I had in my classroom, I would put pencils on their desk and say, okay, when they come by, they can only have one, but drop one in their little bags or buckets or whatever it was they had with them. So that went over real well at school. And then if I had any left over, I would just take them to the teacher's lounge and just put them in a bucket and say, here they are. This is what's left over. And I kid you not, you could go back the next 45-minute break and walk in there and there wouldn't be a pencil on the table. Let's see. Susanna said, after I finished the post-virus shawl, I haven't been able to come up with anything else to make. Oh my goodness. I keep a running list of things that I want to make, whether it's mine or someone else's design. I mean, I have pages. I know that in my lifetime I am never going to get through, but I like to have them there. Good morning, Granny D. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. What are you working on today? We just got through talking about candy corn and little candy pumpkins. Just saying. Everyone's getting excited. Granny D is here. I haven't done the post-virus shawl yet, but I do know that it's on my list. Let's see. Granny D's just now getting her coffee. She woke up late. I don't get to sleep late anymore. I think it's just age, you know. We get to that point where we sleep 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 if we're lucky, and then we're up for a while, and then we might go back down for a little 30, 45-minute nap or something. Oh, you know what, Sandra? I haven't seen those either yet. The Little Debbie pumpkin-shaped cakes this year. Yeah, I haven't seen those. Now, I have seen a lot of cookies that have the orange filling, you know, like Oreo has their black sandwich cookie with the orange stuff in it. Who else has something orange going on right now in their cookie? I can't remember. But Oreo always seems to have a colored cream depicting the holiday that's coming up. Tiffany says, let's see. Rita says, I'm doing the Modern Granny Shawl by Fiber Spider. I have seen that, but I haven't tried it yet. Tiffany said, it's really fun to make. I enjoyed it a lot, even though I don't care for back post stitches. See, and well, yeah, back post stitches. I don't mind doing back posts, but you know, the most, when people do post stitches, it really is more of the front post. That seems to be the more popular. But I like to have a healthy mix of both of them. I really do. Sandra says she just crawled out from underneath her electric blanket and she's having her first cup. Well, you know, talking about electric blankets, it's supposed to get to 57 today, and right now I'm sitting at 43. When I took my little hound pup, well, you know, she's not little if you've seen her, hound pup out this morning, it was misting, but very cold. Oh my goodness. She just doesn't know what to think about the cold, wet grass, especially if it's cool enough at the ground level for it to get a little frosty like. Yeah, she's already a high stepper anyway, but she really gets to high stepping when that happens. She hasn't liked the cold, wet grass. Little Debbie makes bat brownies. You might could get hubby some bat snakes. You know what? With his attitude this morning, I just might go out and see if I can find some of those. Let me tell you. Suzanne says she loved making the post-virus shawl, and she made it in Hobie's butterfly yarn. Oh, I bet that was gorgeous. I just love that butterfly yarn. It is so light and silky. Oh my goodness. Tim Hortons coffee. I've never heard of that, Granny D. Do you have to order it or can you buy it where you're at? I'm always up for trying new coffees, folks. I love coffee. I can drink it all day long. And thank goodness it does not bother me when as far as, keeping me up, the caffeine just doesn't, not in coffee anyway, doesn't bother me at all. I can drink it 30 minutes to an hour before I'm ready to go to bed and I'm good. Bat brownies. I will definitely have to go and get some. Yep. For those of you that are here at the 40-minute mark, I was telling those earlier. Today is my husband's birthday. And I was all prepared to jump up and say, happy birthday. But he snapped at Lacey, our little hound pup. And I thought, for no good reason. She is not an early riser, folks, as you would expect most dogs to be, but she's not. So she was laying in the bed and she was just, you know how they make their little grumbling noise whenever they're stretching. Granny D, a subscriber, sent it to me along with some other brands. It's in Canada. Lots of Canadian friends rave about it. Well, I will have to see if I can't go and find me some. Oh, you can get it on Amazon. Okay, well, I will be going there after a while. So anyway, that kind of told me the tone of the way things were going to go this morning. So evidently he couldn't find his favorite shirt out of 12 that are identical that I tried to buy, that I bought for him to have out on the job site where he's working. Let's see. I didn't have the right snacks to put in his lunch when I made it this morning. The man only has 2 snacks, Oreos and the little oatmeal pies from Little Debbie. So I don't know where the other one is, but I guess I'm going to have to go looking for it. Didn't have the right bread for his sandwich, even though we talked about the bread situation last night. He fussed about that this morning. Oh, and back to the shirt thing. It seems that I don't keep his laundry done up well enough this morning. Folks, the moon must be getting close to being either a full moon or a new moon. I haven't checked the moon cycle. I don't care. But it's either the fact that he's a year older and he doesn't like that, or the moon is playing wonky on him. I don't know. But can you guess if he got a kiss and a happy birthday from me this morning before he left? Nope. So I'm waiting for him to call and say, honey, I'm sorry I woke up in a bad mood. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Because normally when he has a little tiff like that, that is his way of letting me know that he recognizes that he was, a little snippy. So I'm waiting for the snippy apology. So we'll see. Anyways, Granny D says it's 50 here. She just checked. Not as cold as you thought, but it's still chilly. Well, like I've said, folks, I'm from West Texas, and we're still like in about the 60s and 70s there. We're just now starting to cool down. But this 30 and 40 degree weather up here, along with the dampness, does not set well with these old bones. You have a new project, Connie, as if I needed another one. Are you talking about the The shawl that Suzanne mentioned? I bet you are. Okay, we're 45 minutes into the hour. So, is there anything else that we would like to chat about? Oh, with the butterfly yarn? Yes. Oh, Tiffany, I'm great. It's not my day that I'm worrying about. It's my hubby's day. And really I'm not worrying about it that much. When he gets to work, he always shifts into work mode. So whatever snippiness he had going on this morning, I know won't flow over into the workplace. He's just able to do that. I've never been able to do that. But anyway, uh, Suzanne says, my ex husband was like that. He could be in a bad mood in the morning, but he always called to say he was sorry. Well, Wayne will too at some point today, and I know he will. And I'll just say, well, you know, you can be snippy and I can be snippy right back. So, or I can just choose to ignore him. But like I said, I figured it was either the moon, because we joke about that a lot, or it's the fact that he woke up realizing he's another year older. You know, and he's never been able to take aging well. I love pointing out to him, honey, you can't stay up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, turn around, get up at 5, and be able to expect to work all day. You're not that young anymore. That's my way of telling him, at your age, do any of y'all watch the videos from, is it Jenny Thompson? She is a Southern girl, I think from North Carolina. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can find her real quick. Come here. Jeannie Robinson. Guys, if y'all don't know who she is, you need to look her up on YouTube. She is a Southern lady, and she has the most wonderful stories about being um, a woman, number one, a Southern woman, and she can just take normal, everyday life situations and make them funny. And I saw one that was released yesterday in which it's called Well Heeled, and she's talking about her shoes. And she keeps mentioning the fact that her daughter tells her, well, mother, at your age, and she cocks that little head over here like this. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, Granny D, you have got to. Um, it's Jeanne Robertson. Yep. She is just wonderful. I love her to pieces. She reminds me a lot of my mama. Let's see. Rita, when you say yours, has that a lot of you talking about your hubby too? Little meltdowns? Or likes to think that he's still a young sprout? Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's see. Uh oh, I know. Have you already seen the Christmas items in the stores? And I'm not just talking Walmart either. Shelly Belly. No, Suzanne, I have not heard of her, but I will be happy to look her up. Does she have stuff on YouTube? I mean, who doesn't have stuff on YouTube nowadays, right? Oh, you did, Granny D? Good. You recognized her? Rita says he doesn't complain about housework because evidently he's not getting his chores done either. Oh, well, awesome, Suzanne. I will be happy to check her out. Y'all will love her. I am not kidding. And Suzanne just dropped one, Shelly Belly. Shelly Belly. We need a little laughter in our lives every once in a while, guys. That's why I love Jeannie Robertson. Well, hello. Thank you for coming back, Sarah. I do appreciate it. Hello, Gloria. I wish that Carrie was here to sing your song for you. Oh, Sarah's having curry. I love that. Granny D, yes. She's noticed that the Christmas stuff is already out when she typically goes to like Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's. Not surprised that Christmas stuff is already out. Well, I mean, we haven't even got through Halloween yet. Yes, I know. I miss Carrie singing y'all's little intro songs too. You know what? Maybe what I need to do is record her singing so that whenever y'all pop in, I can just push a button and it plays for y'all. How about that? Good morning, Miss Pat. We've been missing you, Ladybug. I hope you're doing well. Oh, well, I love Christmas stuff too. I mean, I really, really do. But I think holidays like um, Halloween and especially Thanksgiving, they kind of get, the short end. It just seems like miss out. Yep, the big Christmas trees are already up at Big Lots, Home Depot, Lowe's. I haven't been into Hobby Lobby yet to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing all the Christmas decorations, but there's also a part of me that's just like, but come on, guys, let Halloween have its time. Let Thanksgiving have its time. Hello, Juanita. How are you? Well, good, Miss Pat. I mean, when you got to sleep, you got to sleep. Your body's going to tell you. Now, Tiffany, when you said they're up at Big Lots, you're talking about the artificial ones, right? Because I don't know how it is up here in the northern states. We don't normally see our fresh cut trees until about the middle of November because in Texas we really have to take special care of them so that they don't dry out and have to worry about fire hazards. Uh, well, I know that Thanksgiving really is more of a United States holiday because we celebrate the Indians helping our colonists that first came over here, get through the winter. And at least that's how the story goes. I'm sure it happened, but sometimes we tend to glamorize history just a little bit. But I didn't realize that Halloween was not that big a thing over in the European countries. The Are you talking about the fresh cut trees, Tiffany? Same here in California. Let's see. NAR here in the UK, Suzanne. Okay, did I miss a comment? Let me see. Oh my goodness, almost 5 o'clock where you're at, Suzanne? See, I'm not real good with time changes. Who is where? Well, I will tell you this. My youngest daughter was born on Christmas Day. So when she was little, we always had our big Christmas everything on Christmas Eve. And then they had their Santa stuff Christmas morning. And as soon as that was over with, we would take the tree and all the Christmas decorations down so that at least starting at noon throughout the rest of the day, Jennifer could feel like she had a birthday. And we did this up until she was about 14 years old. And finally she said, Mama, it is okay. I don't mind the Christmas decorations being up. You know, it is my birthday. It just happens to be on the same day as Christmas. So that's okay. So after that, you know, she was all right with it. But for us, we tended then to start Christmas a little bit early. I mean, like the day after Thanksgiving, we were pulling everything out and getting the Christmas stuff up so that we could enjoy it as long as we could, because we would do that for her. But then after that, it just became habit, and we've just always started putting up Christmas at least by Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. And now it doesn't normally get taken down until about the middle of January. So I get a good 2 full months of getting to see the tree with the lights and all of its decorations and everything. Yes, I just love Christmas. Well, we are coming up with about 3 minutes left in the hour. So, first, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has stopped in to leave some comments and be chatty with me today. Uh, those of you who may be new, popped in and then popped out, thank you so much. Thank you, anyone who comes back and rewatches the live. I appreciate you doing that as well. If any of you have been lurking this whole time and just didn't take a moment to pop in and say howdy do, that's okay too. I'm just glad that you were here to listen to us, and I hope that I kept you entertained for at least just a minute today. May you all have a wonderful, awesome day. And as we all like to say, be safe, be kind to one another. And my motto is be the light in the darkness out there for someone today, because you never know, it might be your light that they need to see. Be a blessing, everyone. I love you. Bye.